So every fine good morning students. Today we will see about a simple RESTful application creation with the help of Java JAX-RS API. So complete a CRUD operation. So complete CRUD operation. So a complete model. So I will create a table first. So I will open my Postgres. So Postgres is connected with my PG admin. So I will open PG admin first. So this is for a complete activity. So based on user creation and user resource as well as user repository. So this is a complete model. Initially, I will open my PG admin and enter my master password. Then press OK. Then I will entering into here. I will create a new database. So I will create a new database. The name of the database, which is called as users. Already user database is available. So I will create a new database, which is named as something called a CSE. I will create a database, the database named as CSE. Yes, so new database was created. Inside that, so yes, a new database was ready. Now I will open my query builder. So inside that, I will create a simple table. The table which comprising of only 4 fields. First field was ID, that is user ID. So name of the table was users. So create table users. Inside that 4 column, one is user underscore ID, that is integer. The second column is for user underscore user underscore name. This is for varchar of size 50 or 100. Then third column, which is for email underscore ID. I will close the pop-up first, otherwise, yes. So varchar of size 50. Then my last one is role. This is also a varchar. Yes. Now I will execute this query for creating a table named as users inside a database called as CSE. Yes, fine. Now this is enough. Now I will go to my Eclipse IDE and create a new project, file new dynamic web project. The name of the project is CSE user. CSE user. So next, and check on web.xml file. Generate web.xml for deployment descriptor. So with the help of deployment descriptor, I will connect with that file. So now the project was created. Name of the project was CSE user. I will convert that project into Maven. So right click on the project and click on configure and convert to Maven. Yes, my project was converted into Maven. So normally a JAX-RS API, which need 2 dependency. So I will create dependencies first. After build, I will create dependency stack. So dependencies. So inside that, I will add 2 dependencies. So I will search my Google. The first dependency, which is named as The first dependency which is named as Jersey container servlet. The first dependency which is named as Jersey container servlet. Jersey container servlet, Maven dependency. Yes. So I will copy paste the same. So second dependency which is named as Jersey HK2. Jersey space HK2. I will search in Google. Jersey, it's a inject thing, HK2 servlet Maven. Maven dependency. Yes. This is the inject dependency. So I will copy paste this dependency too. So these two dependencies are needed for creating a Jersey project. Jersey RESTful web services. So this is a complete RESTful web services architecture. So yes, I will save both the thing. Now the dependencies were installed and the required jar file was added. Now a complete architecture. I will follow a complete architectural model. So I will create a new file which is called as users. So new Java class called as users. Okay. So this is a class. This is a model class. The complete architecture model. This is a model class. So this model which directly captured from the database. So I will create the same 4 variable. First one, a private variable, private integer, the variable named as user underscore ID, int. Okay, anything is enough, no problem. Private integer user underscore ID, semicolon, then private string user underscore name. So I will create a private variable, user underscore name, string, private. This is a string because there I will declare it as a variable, varchar. So I will create string. Similar way, I will create private string email underscore ID. So I will create 4 columns in my table. So same model. I will create a model for my table. String email underscore ID. Similar way, private string role and role. So similar way, each and every variable which need a get and set method. It's a proper way of creating a model. So get and set method. So public int, first one, public int get user underscore ID, ucaps without space. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace. So which will return user underscore ID. So a get method which will return the user underscore ID. Then similar way, there is a set method, public void set user underscore ID. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace. The set method, so which need argument. The argument is integer user underscore ID. Parameter set underscore ID of parameter inside parenthesis. In line number 10, inside that parenthesis, I will type integer user underscore ID. So use small. So the set parameter which receives user underscore ID, then set the value to return. Sorry, not return. I will set the value. So this dot user underscore ID equal to user underscore ID. So I will set the variable to current class object. So this dot user underscore ID equal to user underscore ID. So the parameter value which will be stored to current object. So repeat the same for all the four. So same way I will create get user underscore name. So public string get user underscore name. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace, which will return user underscore name. So this is the get method. Similar way for set method, public void set user underscore name parameter parenthesis string user underscore name. Then inside that this dot user underscore name equal to user underscore name. Semicolon. Then similar way for email ID. So public string get email underscore ID. Email underscore ID. Then which will return email underscore ID. Similar way for set method. Public void set email underscore ID of string email. String email underscore ID. Then inside that this dot email underscore ID equal to email underscore ID, not semicolon. Open curly brace, close curly brace. This dot email underscore ID equal to email underscore ID. At the last, similar way you can do it for role. So public string get underscore role. Sorry, get role. Then open parenthesis, close parenthesis, return role. Similar way, public void set role of string role or small. Inside that this dot role equal to role. Yeah, now the entire model was ready. Now the complete user model was ready. Now this is our duty to create a user repository. User repository. So user repository you choose to perform a complete CRUD activity. So before creating user repository, it's our duty to create a Postgres connection. So Postgres Maven dependency. So search Google for Postgres Maven dependency. Inside that, I will add this. Already two dependency was added. One is servlet container. Second one is something jersey eject. Third one is PostgreSQL. Now I will create a new class. User class is for complete model. The new class for performing database connection. So new class, the class which is named as user repository. Yes. Yes, I will create a new class named as user repository. Inside that, I will perform a database connectivity. So connection CON equal to null. Connection from java.sql CON equal to null. Inside that, I will create a constructor, default constructor, public user repository of. I will create a default constructor, user repository. So ucaps, this is a constructor, user repository. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace. Inside that, I will type string username equal to, inside double quotes, my Postgres username root, semicolon, string password equal to double quotes, my password, my Postgres password, semicolon. Okay. Then semicolon. My Postgres username was Postgres. My Postgres password was root. So now I will write try catch block. Inside that, I will type class dot for name. Class org.postgresql dot driver dcaps. Class dot for name org.postgresql dot driver. Place it in double quotes. Class ccaps. Yes, catch block. Exception E. Okay. Then inside that, something system.out.println E. Yes, my constructor was ready for connection class creation. Now I will write my first method. Actually, I will create 5 methods. One for get all the users, second one for get users based on user ID, third one for insert, update, delete. So 5 operations. So the first method. So below that, scroll down. I think class was created, constructor was closed. After closing constructor, after line number 16, enter, again press enter. Yes. Now I will create a new method named as get user. So public. So this get, wait a second. This method which will return all the complete user list. So list less than symbol. This is a template. The list is a template of the class user. So user ucaps. This is a template. List is a template which based on user class. So user control space to yes. This is in same thing. So no issue. Automatically which will add after compilation which automatically added. So greater than then space get users. Get underscore not underscore ucaps users. So this is a method for getting all the users from a database. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, then open curly brace, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, then open curly brace. Inside that, I will write list. I will create a list. Control space to add the list. List is a class which is placed in java.util.list. Go at the top. Already something was added. I remove the same. Already a list. Go to top. Scroll up. And remove that list. Line number 3. And add the list. java.util.list. Yes, good. Then list user. Use not users. What's the class name? Users. Okay, correct. Users. Good. Then list users. List. Then less than users. Then space. I will create a name of the object. Users. Use small. This is the object name. Users is a class name. Users is an object name. Use small. Users equal to. This is a new array. So new array list of. I will create a complete array. New array list. Array list is a class which is also from java.util.star. Please verify whether it's in java.util or any other package. Yes, correct. Java.util.star. Yes. Now, after array list, less than greater than. After array list, yes. Then last semicolon. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and then semicolon. Yes, good. Now, a complete array list was created in the name of users. Now, I will type my query string SQL. SQL is equal to double quotes. Select star from select star from the name of the table as users. Semicolon. Now I will open try catch block. Inside that I will create a statement. Statement stmt equal to connection dot create statement of con dot create statement of then statement also added from java.sql.star. Yes, now I will add a result set. Result set rs equal to statement dot execute query of SQL. Yes, then inside that I will open while loop while rs dot next of. Open parenthesis. Open curly brace. Inside that, I will create an object for my class users. u equal to new users of semicolon. Then I will type u dot set user underscore id u dot set user underscore id. Inside that I will type rs dot get int of 1. Similar way for second one, u dot set user underscore name rs dot get string of 2. Open double quotes. Yes, good. Similar way for user underscore id. Oh, anyway, okay, good. No problem. Then u dot user under email id set email. Yeah. Then last one, u dot set role. rs dot get string of 4. Now close the while loop, close the try block, and then open a catch block. Catch of exception e inside that system dot out dot println e. After catch block, I will return users. Use small users. Use small. So it will return all the users, semicolon. So save the file. Now this is a method for getting all the users. Now I will create another class named as user repository. Sorry, I will create another class named as user resource. Inside that, I will add path in the top. Something double quotes users. Inside that, inside my class, I will create an object for user repository. So user repository REP equal to new user repository of new user repository of, then semicolon, then @get @produces. So it will produce it produce JSON as well as XML format. So open media type dot, open parenthesis, open curly brace, open parenthesis, inside that open curly brace, media type dot application underscore XML. Application underscore XML, comma, media type dot application underscore JSON. E small, media type is a class. Application underscore JSON. Yes, next line. I will write a method named as public list, which will return list. List is a class which is from java.util. Then users, then get space, get users, ucaps. Open parenthesis, close parenthesis, open curly brace, close curly brace. This will return repository dot rep dot get users of semicolon. So now a user is a user model. So it's comprising of all the. Then I will write a user repository. Inside that, I will write a query for connecting with database for fetching all the values from a database. And then now I will write a user resource class. This will map from repository and get all the users in the path called as users. Now I will open my web.xml file. Inside that, I will add something called as servlet. Then name of the servlet as REST or user. Anything. Not CSE. Servlet name. The name of the servlet as CSE. So something called as next one, servlet class. The name of the servlet classes org.glassfish.servlet container. org.glassfish.jersey.servlet container. Servlet container is a class. org.glassfish.jersey.servlet.servlet container. Then similar way servlet mapping. Inside that servlet name, CSE. Then URL pattern, something called the /CSE/star. Then save the file and execute my complete project. /CSE/users, enter. This is correct. In the last, I will add driver manager dot get connection of. Next line, I will add driver manager dot get connection of username, comma password. Driver manager dot get connection of something URL, comma username, comma password. I won't specify URL at the top. Username, comma password. Otherwise, directly you can specify URL in http://localhost/ my database name. Otherwise, jdbc:/postgresql:// my database name. jdbc:/postgresql /localhost/ my database named as CSC. Connection equal to driver manager dot get connection of con equal to previous line. Line number 17. Any con equal to driver manager dot get connection of. Okay. Save the file and execute the same. So because of database connection establishment, this will display error message. So now the driver manager was added. /CSE/users. Users, yes. Display error message. I will take in log console. Warning, JAX API form. So return is a list of user. Writer not found for media type array. I will return all those things directly. For verification, I will check user repository.java. Please click user repository.java. Message body writer not found for media type applications. So application/XML. So remove application/XML format. And remove curly brace 2. Then save the file and execute the same. I think this is a typecasting issue. So I will open my Google and JSON Maven repository. JSON Maven dependency. I will add that dependency. Sorry, wrongly added. Now save the file. The dependency was embedded. Now open my Java user resources code, and inside that I will convert this into list, so which will return. One second. Remove what produces. Save the file and execute the same. Save the file. I think message writer was not placed, so search media Maven dependency. Google to search Jesse media Maven dependency. Moxie, third one. Add it into pom.xml file and save and execute this project. Now this message writer was added. Now execute the project. Okay, Moxie was not supported. So I will search another one. Sometimes Moxie was not supported. I will search another one, something called as Jersey Media JSON Jackson. I will remove Moxie and add this. Save the file. Yes, good. Now the entire things works fine. Now I will insert a value into my database, my table. So into users. Single quotes Raja. Email ID raja@gmail.com. Role something student. Now open the browser and execute the same. I think database was not user resources. Return string. Public, not remove that into string. Public, line number 12. Public string. Then below that, you will type return new space JSON of dot to JSON of repository dot get users of. Save the file and execute the same. Then I won't add it in users. So scroll up. I add line number 38 and 34. Sorry, 39. I will add a new line. Add a new line. Users dot add of you. Then only it will be added into you. Sorry. Just save the file and execute the same. Yes, which will return a JSON object, which will return an excellent JSON object. The value was returned. So this is what simple application to get all the values from the database. Now, similar way, we will see about get based on user ID, then delete user ID, then update user ID, as well as something called as insert a value. So this is what this application was. We are creating a user model. From that user model, which will fetched via user repository. So the entire data which will be displayed to user via API with the help of user repository class. So you are creating 3 Java classes under Jersey API. So first we are writing a API for getting all the user. So we will return a JSON result. Now we are performing the basic activity for getting a single user. So getting a single user. So I will open my user repository class. So I will open my user repository class. So user repository class. Now which will display user repository.java. So in that file, the constructor we are writing the connection class. Below that, okay. Now we are writing a method called as public user, the method for get user. So get a single user. So get user. Inside that the parameter is integer user underscore ID. Inside that the parameter is function parameter. Function parameter. So integer, not here. Public users get user open parenthesis. Inside that integer user underscore ID. So which receives a user ID and get the value from the database and return a single user. So integer user underscore ID. So now inside the method, I will create an object for user. So users u equal to new users of. So each and every user which stores in object u. So users u equal to new users. Semicolon. And then I will write a query string SQL equal to double quotes select star from users. Select star from users where user underscore ID equal to where user underscore ID equal to, then after double quotes plus, there is a concatenation operator plus user underscore ID. Then semicolon. Then after that, I will open a try catch block for handling exception in SQL. Then inside that, I will open a statement stmt equal to connection dot create statement of connection dot con dot create statement of. So this is for establishing a new statement. Now I will type result set rs equal to statement dot execute query of SQL. Result set rs equal to statement dot execute query of SQL. And semicolon. Then I will open while rs.next of. while rs dot next of then open curly brace. Inside that I will type u dot set user underscore id, u dot set user underscore id of rs dot get int of 1. rs dot get int of 1. So first parameter is user id. Similar way, u dot set user underscore name rs dot get string of 2. Then u dot set email underscore id rs dot get string of 3. Then u dot set role of rs dot get string of 4. Then close the while loop and close the try block and open a catch block and system dot out terminal exception e. System dot out terminal e. So at last, after a catch block, we will return u. After a catch block, we will return a user u. Yes. Now save the file and go to user resources. So now single get file was written for user repository. Now go to user resources. I will write a method, another method, and not inside the method. After line number 17, after line number 17, in between line number 17 and 18, I will write a new method. So the method which will be named as public the return type is users and the method name is get user. So before that, I will write the method type. So at get. So the method type is get. So in the top, I will write at get. G caps, all caps. At get. All caps. Yes. Similar way, now I will type at producers. Now we are entering into our third operation. Now I will go to user repository class. User repository class. I will enter into user repository class. So at the end, one second. At the end, I will type a new method called as in between line number 68 and 69. I will write a new method. So public void create. So create a new user. So public void create of users u. So open a curly brace. Inside that try catch block. Okay, I will write a string SQL. So string SQL equal to insert into table name values, insert into table name users values, open parenthesis, question mark, question mark, question mark, 4 question mark, comma, question mark, comma, question mark. So 4 values, close curly brace, semicolon. So now I will write a prepare statement inside try block, prepare statement, prepared statement, prepare statement. Okay, P statement equal to connection dot prepare statement of SQL. Connection dot prepare statement of SQL. Yes. Now next line. Yes, the statement P statement dot set int of P statement dot set int of inside that 1 comma u dot get user underscore ID. Similar way for all the 4. So P statement dot set string of two comma u dot get username, user underscore name. Similar way, P statement dot set string of three comma u dot get underscore email underscore ID. Similar way, P statement dot set string of four comma u underscore get u dot get role. Yes. Now at the end we will execute the file. So P statement dot execute update of. Then system dot inside catch block system dot out dot println execute update. Then inside catch block I will type system dot out dot println e or e dot get message. Yes. Now save the file. Now I will go to my user resources. I will go to my user resources. I will type a new method for post method. Sort post. So this is a post method. So same path is used for post method. So no need to give a path. So here this path which receives the data from the user. So here produces which sends the data, returns the data. But here which receives the data. So consumes, at consumes. At consumes. At consumes media type dot application underscore JSON. At consume media type dot application underscore JSON. So I will create a method named as public, which will return user. So public user create user of public user create user of inside that users u. Public user create user of parameter users u. Inside that rep dot create we are passing an object as u. Rep dot create of u. Once the process was completed, we will return u. So return u. Yes. Save the file and execute this project. So this is a post method. So directly verify in browser it's not possible. So for executing this, I need a Postman IDE. So I will run on server. Yes, for verification, I will type CSE/users. Yes, enter. Yes, it works fine. Now I will open my Postman IDE. So Postman, it's for API verifier, which helps to test all our API. So I will open my Postman. The icon was in orange color in the desktop. I will open the same. So the Postman IDE was open. I will test my API. So HTTP colon localhost, HTTP colon localhost, HTTP colon / localhost colon 3600. This is a port number of my Tomcat. So 3000 colon 3600, not slash. HTTP colon / HTTP colon / localhost colon 3600 slash CSE user. This is my project name. Slash CSE user or users. So slash CSE slash users. So I will send. Yes, which will return the JSON result, at the bottom. So 2 user details. Similar way, /1 send. Yes. Now I will copy this JSON result. And paste it in a notepad. And edit this for user ID 3. Name Kumar. Mail ID kumar@gmail.com. Then student. I will copy this content. I will change my API link. I will remove the last one slash. So this is a API. I will change the method as post. Then I will change the JSON input raw data JSON, yes, raw. So click on body tag and raw. Click on body tag and choose raw and paste the data here. Already we have copied the 3, that is Kumar, and then email ID kumar@gmail.com and role student. So I will paste it here and execute the same send, which will return the same student detail in HTML format. Preview. Click on preview. Supported media type. This is not a JSON type. I think it receives an array. In the raw, I will choose text to JSON. Next, text. Next, in the drop down box, I will choose JSON. Yes, now I will send the data. Verify the PG admin whether it inserted or not. Yes, the data was inserted. So now I will open my code. That's fine. Okay. If it return data, then I will type a return u. So I will type at produces media type equal to application underscore JSON2. So in between line number 27 and 28, I will type at produces. It also return application type as JSON. That's not specified. Now execute the file. Postman. Change the user ID as 4 and name as something called as ram and ram@gmail.com and send. Yes, which returned a result too. That's fine. Now I will, for verification, I will change in get method and I will click send, which will return all the results. Yes, all the 4 user data was displayed. So first for getting all the users, second for get user based on ID, fourth one for inserting user. Now I will entering into my 5th stage, that is for updating user. So I will go to my user repository. At the end, I will add a new method for update. So public void update of user u, users u. Then I will create, inside that I will type a string SQL equal to double quotes, update users, set username equal to question mark, set user underscore name equal to question mark, comma, email underscore ID equal to question mark, comma, role equal to question mark, where user underscore ID equal to question mark. Now I will open try catch block. Then inside that prepared statement, pstmt equal to connection dot prepare statement of SQL. Then I will type pstmt dot set int of pstmt dot set string of. So first one is string. So set string of 1 comma 1 for username here. So 1 comma u dot get user underscore name of. Then similar way pstmt dot set string of 2 comma u dot get email underscore id of. Two comma u dot get email underscore id of. Then pstmt dot get string of 3 comma u dot get role of. pstmt dot set int of not get set. I think previous two was wrong. Set string. Yes. Similar way, yes. G changed into yes. Okay. First one is correct. Now 4 comma u dot get underscore user underscore id. Get user underscore id. Okay. Now pstmt dot execute update of. Then catch block and system.out.null exception. Okay. Now save the file and go to user resources. I will type output. So update for put pattern. So output. Then I will choose add path. Then open parenthesis double quotes. Open curly brace user underscore id. Then add consumes. Media type dot application underscore JSON. Add producers. Media type dot application underscore JSON. Then I will write a method named as public users update user of use mark. This is a method. Update user of at path param. Inside a parenthesis add path param. open parenthesis, double quotes, user underscore ID. Integer user underscore ID. User underscore ID. The same. After closing parenthesis, after first closing parenthesis, add path param, open parenthesis, user underscore ID. After closing parenthesis, integer user underscore ID, comma, users u, comma, user underscore ID, comma, users u caps, users is my model class, so space u, users u is object, not u. Yes. Now I will open a curly brace, and inside that repository dot update of u, repository dot update of u, then return u. The method named as update or update user, verify in user repository. User repository, use small, change it as use small. User repository, change it as use small. U caps in the sense it's class. So you can change it as use small in repository class. Now save the file and execute the same. Now I will go to my Postman IDE. So inside that, so I will change the method as put. So slash the number as 4, slash number as 4. Below that, I will change user ID 4, name, RAM, mail ID, ram@gmail.com, role, staff. I will change role as staff. I will update role as staff. Then I will send the file, which will return the same. Now I will change it into get method and remove the 4. Okay, replace the 4 also, send. Yes, which will return. I remove the 4 also and execute the same again. Send. Yes, below scroll down. Yes, which will return the result as staff. So entire thing was updated. So first one for get method, I will write two methods. I have written two methods. The first method for getting all the users. Second get method, I will pass a user ID and get the value. Then similar way, second one for post method. In that post method, I will pass a user ID and values. Then the value was inserted into database. The third method, I update method based on put method. So I will pass user ID. Based on user ID, the all other values was updated. Then the last method was delete method. So I will go to my user repository class. Go to my user repository. So inside the user repository, I will write a new method for delete. So public void delete of integer user underscore ID. Public void delete of integer user underscore ID. Use small. open curly brace. Inside that string SQL equal to double quotes, delete from users where user underscore ID equal to question mark, semicolon. Then try catch block, prepare statement PSTMT equal to connection dot prepare statement of SQL. Then prepare statement dot set int of 1 comma user underscore ID. Prepare statement dot set int of 1 comma user underscore ID. First question mark. Only one question mark. That question mark which is replaced by user underscore ID. Then prepare statement dot execute update of single p PSTMT execute update of. Then inside catch block system dot out dot println exception E. Then I will go to my user resources class. Then I will write at delete of at delete. Next. After line number 46, at delete. Then at path user underscore ID. At path double quotes, open parenthesis, double quotes, open curly brace, user underscore ID. Then not required. At consumes, at produce, not required. Then I will type a method public string delete user, public string delete user, open parenthesis. Inside that add path param user underscore ID. Add path param user underscore ID, integer user underscore ID. Close parenthesis. I think one close parenthesis is missing. After double quotes, close parenthesis. Then remove the close parenthesis at the end. Then open curly brace. Inside that repository dot delete of user underscore ID. Delete of user underscore ID. Below that return deleted. Below that return double quotes deleted plus user underscore ID. semicolon. Save the file. Execute the same. Now I will go to my Postman and we'll choose the method delete. Then I will choose /3. Then execute. Yes, deleted 3. Now I will change it to remove the 3 and change the method of get. And send. So the entire operation works fine. So this is for complete RESTful API creation activity with the help of get method, post method, put method, and delete method. This is complete RESTful activity with the help of JAX-RS API. Okay. Thank you, students.